Hello, heroes. Joe Smith here. No, Joe Smith has never done any movie reviews before, and you know, if Joe Smith tried to, he'd probably suck at it. But despite that, let's give it a shot. Had the opportunity to see the new movie Black Widow last night. Midnight showing, ran till about 2:30 in the morning. And, after the opening sequence and the opening credits, Joe Smith here was hooked. It's like, wow. What a way to start a movie. The opening credits was probably almost better than the opening sequence, but the opening sequence, don't want to give anything away, don't want to spoil it for anyone here if you haven't seen it. But you guys all need to go see this. This is probably going to be the best movie of the year of 2021. Scarlett Johansson, the main star and executive producer, did a wonderful job. Opening credits featured an alternative version, a slower paced female version of Nirvana's Teen Spirit, a cover of their song. Joe Smith here heard that version of the song like a year or two ago originally, and really liked it actually. Really good rendition, really good cover. But forget the girl's name that sang it, but she's getting real popular on YouTube right now because of it. A lot of people are looking her up, subscribing to her channel. But the song, her rendition of the song, the pictures, the video clips of the opening sequence, it was almost enough to, it might almost be enough to trigger PTSD in some people. So, if you've had trouble past or that, been in war and combat, if you go see the movie, you might want to take someone close to you with you, a loved one or that. Hopefully it doesn't trigger any PTSD in anyone, but it's just a real powerful opening sequence or opening credits for that. But opening sequence started out with Natasha Romanoff and her little sister. They're like 8 and 6. And then they had the opening credit scene, and then they advanced like 21 years to the future. Don't want to spoil it. Don't want to say anything that happened if you haven't seen it yet. But the movie had a great storyline, full of twists and surprises, great action scenes. A little bit of forgiveness in it. Don't want to spoil it, but someone that was an enemy or once an enemy had a little bit, showed some forgiveness. The unfortunate thing, this movie should have been released prior to Infinity War, because this movie takes place between Civil War and Infinity War. And if you've seen Infinity War and then see the ending to this movie, then Infinity War really spoils and ruins the ending to this movie. So if you have not seen Infinity War, then please do not go see it until you see this movie. Because Infinity War is probably the biggest spoiler of the ending to this movie there is. But it was full of suspense, had a great ending. Probably the best movie of the year. Ultimately, this was somewhat based on a true story, very loosely though. Um, but ultimately, this movie was about human trafficking, especially little girls that are kidnapped or bought from their homes to be human trafficked globally by massive organizations, perhaps even corporations, perhaps even by government entities. Again, not trying to spoil the movie at all, but it's definitely a must-see. Well worth your 2.5 hours watching it. That's all Joe Smith has to say about it. Go see the movie. Thanks for watching. Joe Smith signing out.